Welcome to your lunch break resistance band and dumbbell strength circuit. Today, I'm demonstrating exercises with resistance bands as well as dumb bands. So these can be tube bands, pull-up assist bands. We are 4 exercises, 50 on, 10 off, 3 times through. Listen to that tone, quick warm-up. We're hitting the floor, toes, knees, hips, nice straight line, knees bent, feet flat. We're going to lift those hips up for a glute bridge and then reach those hands overhead with those hips on the floor. Now we can reach to those tops of those thumbs, like we're giving a thumbs up, keeping those shoulders away from those ears. You're going to feel a big stretch through the outside of those armpits. Hips up, back down. You can reach to the tops of those fists to get a bigger stretch as long as you can keep those shoulders away from those ears, or even to the back of those hands. In 9 seconds, we're going to flip over, going to our hands and knees for a quadruped T. Get ready to flip. Toes, knees, hips, nice straight line. Finding that neutral back with that belly button in. We're going to lift a thumb or an arm up and out to the side, rotating so our thumb points up towards the ceiling. Now my feet are flexed so I can push back through the floor, stabilizing my hips from the bottom side. I have that neutral arch in my back and I have a gentle pull in on my belly button. Punching my hands through the floor, chin tucked and head pushed back. Lots to remember here. 10 seconds, we're up to our feet and you're gonna grab a resistance band if you have one. Perfect. Up to those feet, we're going to a single leg cobra with a lightweight resistance band. We're going to balance on one foot, and then the hand that's on the same side as that leg that's up, we are going to pull into that band, rotate so that palm opens up towards the ceiling, and pull that band so we're pointing the thumb behind us. Nothing else moves besides the arm, so our glutes stay tight, belly button stays pulled in. If balance is a challenge, we're just tapping those toes down to the floor. Like I said, it's a quick warm up, but you're going to feel it working. We're going to switch sides. Right there. Shake out the arms, switch the legs. You're going to feel this working in the chest on the arm that's staying still and in the back of the arm that's rotating. Our glutes stay nice and tight. My belly button stays pulled in. My shoulders stay down and back away from my ears. It's a big squeeze on those glutes as we pull into that band, and it's a slow, controlled release back to start. You are always in control of your bands. 2 seconds. Beautiful work. Our first exercise is going to be a banded bent over row. So you're going to stand on your band, either doubled over or as a single loop, and you can choke up. Roll those shoulders down and back as you bend over. So the belly button's pulled in to support the neutral spine, and you're pulling that band towards your hips. If you don't have a band, you can do the same movement with dumbbells. Second exercise with dumbbells is a static lateral lunge. Get ready, banded, bent over row. 50 seconds, aiming to build muscle with 8 to 10 repetitions. You can go up to 12, but that is hard to do with a good tempo and control in 50 seconds. So bent over, we're gonna kind of stick those hips back. We're gonna have that arch in the back, keeping our chest up tall and belly button in. Couple ways to change this exercise. The further you bend down, the more you bend those knees to keep that back neutral, the harder it's going to be on the lower back. Feeling the back work isn't a bad thing. You can feel it burn, but no pinching, pulling, just squeezing along the outside of those armpits. You're going to pick up those dumbbells, bend those knees. We're going to stagger those feet, toes straight ahead. The leg that I'm lunging into is slightly forward, so my heel is in line with the opposite leg's toes. My opposite leg stays nice and straight as I sit down into that lateral lunge. Toes, knees, hips, straight line. Squeeze those glutes as you push that foot through the floor to complete that lunge. As you sit down into one leg, belly button stays pulled in. Chest stays up nice and tall. Remember, toes should stay straight ahead. 8 to 10 repetitions, keeping count, and then performing on the same on the opposite side after our following exercise. Shake it out. We're going to a single leg balance with a chest press. So wrapping that band around our back, balancing on one leg, punching those arms forward, bringing those hands together. Toes straight ahead, big squeeze on those glutes, working that balance and control. As I bend my arms are coming back in line with the middle of my sternum. If this is a new exercise for you, you can tap the toes down, and if you don't have resistance bands, you can do a floor press. So just a regular chest press, lying on the floor, punching those arms up. But resistance bands are a very cost-effective way to build muscle and change the way we challenge our body. All right, static dumbbell lateral lunge. Opposite leg, grabbing those dumbbells. Here we go. These intervals go really fast because we only have 15 minutes, guys, with a warm-up and cool down included. So, I apologize for not cueing when the time is getting close. Toes straight ahead. Remember, slight stagger on those feet. The leg I'm lunging into, that heel is in line with the opposite foot's toes. We're squeezing those glutes as we stand up. Chest up, nice and tall. Belly button gently pulled in. Big squeeze. We're down to 10 seconds. That's about 2 to 3 repetitions. So we should be burning at this point because those last 2 to 3 reps should be hard, right? They should be challenging without breaking form. That's how you know your weight is good. Bent over, banded row. Let's hit it. Standing on that band. Chest up tall. Belly button gently pulled in. You can do these with those dumbbells. My chin is tucked. My head is pushed back and I'm looking at the floor about 3 to 4 feet in front of me. But that's going to depend on how far you are bent over. All right. I personally prefer a nice little incline. Keeps my chest up nice and tall. Supports my spine without being too much tension on my low back. 5 seconds, one last big pull. Nice, slow, controlled release. Oh, guys, I'm sweating today. I'm feeling it. We're going to shake out those arms. We're going back to that static lateral lunge right here. Toes, knees, hips. Straight line as you sit down into it. And if you ever have questions on whether or not you need to go a little bit wider or more narrow, you can always test it up against a wall with body weight only. The bottom of the lunge should have everything lined up as deep as you can without breaking form and keeping that chest up nice and tall. And you can always shoot a video, send it over to me and ask. Exhale. As you push that foot through the floor, 5 seconds. Control the down. Push and squeeze on the up. Keeping count. We're back to that single leg balance with that chest press. Remember which leg you balanced on. We're hitting the opposite side. Wrap that band around your back. Nice and low across the bottom of those shoulder muscles. Locking in on the glutes. Looking straight ahead with the belly button in and the glutes tight. We're punching forward, squeezing those hands together. So your ears should be over those shoulders, over those hips, keeping that chest up nice and tall and proud. Bending those arms so those hands are in line with the middle of the sternum. You're down to 5 seconds. Punch and push through, squeeze. There you have it. Static lateral lunge. Last one to finish group number 2, right? Set number 2, and we're doing 3 sets here. Sit down deep into that opposite leg. You've kept count on the number of repetitions here. So you want to make sure that those number of repetitions stays the same between the legs. So nice controlled tempo down. Big push through and squeeze. Chest up tall. You're going from looking in front of you to looking about 5 feet in front of you. So straight ahead. Then as you bend down, you want to keep that chest up tall. 3 seconds right here. Finish it. Round 2 complete. Round 3 to finish your strength workout. In 2 seconds, we're hitting it. We're working it all the way to the finish line, guys. 15 minutes for you. 15 minutes to build muscle. 3 rounds. Yes, you can. Yes, you will. Yes, you did is what you're going to say. About 4 minutes. So make it count. Embrace the burn as you squeeze those hands towards your hips. We're not squeezing those shoulder blades together. Exhale. As you pull, 5 seconds. One last one right here. Yes. Oh boy. Feeling it work. Shake it out, guys. Bend those knees to pick up those weights. Static lateral lunge. Pick a leg. Sit down into it. Toes straight ahead. Remember, toes, knees, hips. Straight line. We're keeping it even. We're working all of that musculature to keep our body in strong alignment. Building a base for healthy life, healthy journey, and most importantly, preventing injury. 15 seconds, guys. Dumbbells are getting heavy in those hands. You're almost there. Push through and squeeze. 5 seconds to finish. There you have it. Single leg, banded chest press. Last time. Oh, we're working hard. Balancing on one leg. Punching forward and squeezing. Remember, we're punching through those knuckles. Keeping those wrists neutral. As we punch forward, we're not letting the head pull forward. We're staying up tall. One more rep on this side. Go ahead and switch legs. Squeeze those glutes. Work that balance. If you need a kickstand, or if you're working up towards that balance, lift up as you punch, back down as you pull back. Under 10 seconds, you're finishing it. One last one with control and gusto. One last exercise, that dumbbell static lateral lunge. Working those legs here. Some vital hip muscles and knee and core. So much to be gained from working those legs. And since we only have 15 minutes, we're making every single one count. Line it up. Make it a strong, powerful movement. Focus on form and squeeze those glutes every time you push through and stand up. 10 seconds, 2 to 3 reps. Keep it even for the finish. Earning your cool down and stretch right here. There it is. Put those weights down, bending those knees. Go into that wide stance, toes straight ahead. Step one foot slightly forward so the heel is in line with those opposite toes. We're gonna lean towards that leg. We're simply gonna squeeze the glutes. So we get a nice big stretch through the inside of our thigh. Chest up tall, belly button in. I hope you guys can hear how heavy I'm breathing just from lifting these weights in 15 minutes. All right? If you make those weights count, those short intervals, those short rests, it's challenging and your muscles are feeling it, so be proud because you did it. As always, we hold these stretches 30 to 45 seconds. Go ahead and switch sides. Slight lean into the opposite leg. Big squeeze on those glutes. We should ideally feel those muscles calm down, so no longer feeling that stretching sensation. And if you don't feel that stretching sensation calm down, please come back to these stretches. I hit some very consistent stretches, but they're really important for our body. We're gonna go into that lunge, feet flexed under, knees and hips, toes, knees and hips, nice straight line, big squeeze on those glutes. You can reach up towards the ceiling, even add that small lean to the side. Feel a stretch to the front of that hip, down into that thigh, big squeeze, and breathing with control. Beautiful work, knowing you made it count here. Go ahead and switch sides. If you need to here, you can put a pillow or a mat or a blanket underneath that knee, but it's important to flex that foot. That's how we add in that thigh. And we really want to hit those hip flexors. They're a cause for a lot of pain and discomfort. Beautiful work today. Quick stretches, but it was a quick workout. If you have any questions, if you're not a member, please reach out. I can give you some more specific stretches, a very specific warm-up, so that you can really gain access to all of the virtual gym options. If not, thank you for joining me. I hope you felt challenged. In just 15 minutes, you took another step towards your health and fitness journey. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next time.